It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the New York Knicks. Looking at the last game for the Knicks, it was a win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. You know, we've heard so long that Greg Popovich is one of the best coaches in the NBA, if not the best. What sets him apart, Kenny?
Well, he's patient. You know, that's the difference. Well, he keeps these games and seasons in perspective. He looks at the big picture, not the small picture. And he's adaptable. Adaptability is one of the hardest things for a coach to do, because sometimes they get set in their ways and say, this is the way we're going to play. But then all of a sudden you make 3 or 4 trades and you say, well, should we still play that way? He says, yes, we will be adaptable and change our styles.
We've all heard this phrase before, defense wins championships. Popovich, all about defense. He's very sound with his overall defensive approach, and he can really build schemes. His strategies are effective, and they slow down the other team's star.
For my money, not just one of the best NBA coaches of all time, he's one of the best coaches of all time in any professional sport.
That's pretty.
I agree,
impressive.
He's had season
after
season
think of him.
At the highest level. That does it for us for now. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.
In the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 40, Boban Marjanovic. A 6'6" guard from Argentina, Manu Ginobili. A 6'2" guard from France, number 9, Tony Parker. A 6'11" forward from Wake Forest, number 21, Tim Duncan. A 6'7" forward from San Diego State, number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Your head coach is Greg Popovich. Once again, your San Antonio Spurs.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip. And, of course, Shabazz Muhammad getting to see him play his first game for the Spurs.
Speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and he's very excited about getting a fresh start with his new team. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level.
And this team takes on an entirely different look when he's on the floor. I mean, you've got to believe it's going to improve them by leaps and bounds.
So the New York starting 5. Matt, he's in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Jones. Then it's Anthony. And it's Afflalo in at the 2 spot. San Antonio with the ball. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Style and grace from Kawhi Leonard on that one.
On defense, the Spurs. Anthony drawing the double team. It's stolen by Duncan. Ginobili outside. A second chance effort. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Anthony. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Mack, the pass to Carmelo. Lopez a screen. Anthony off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Ginobili gets a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Shoots it. Mack, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's the screen. Ginobili with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. To the inside. And that one's good. Parker.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Anthony kicks to Mack. Lets it fly. Good D by Parker. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best long-range shooting guards in the past 10 games. You look at Green, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Manu Ginobili.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Ginobili, following the miss by Tony Parker. Here's Marjanovic. Knicks with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Parker dishes to Leonard. Pulls up on the elbow. Here's Marjanovic, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Jones against Duncan. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Nobody near Parker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Anthony kicks to Mack from 18 feet away. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Lets it go from the wing. Here's Leonard. And he lays it straight in. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You've got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Parker. Mack. And count it from 19 feet away. Mack's got 7 points. San Antonio leading. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Parker. Here's Marjanovic, guarded by Mack. Anthony against Ginobili. Pass to Mack. Excellent D there from Parker. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Ginobili can't hit.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Clippers.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
And here is Parker. Following the three from Perry Jones, Parker kicks to Duncan, and he slams it one-handed.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way. These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. First in opponent in scoring, and they're number 3 in team assists. A group of unselfish players who don't mind making the extra pass.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for the Spurs. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. Anthony against Leonard. Parker passes to Duncan. Nobody near Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. And it's Mills in for Parker. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Now here's Green. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here is Sanders. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Williams kicks to Serafin. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Brooks kicks to Mack. And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Now here's Freak. He's got 9. And Sanders kicks to Brooks. Screen by Sanders. Brooks dishes to Sanders. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Here's Mills, following the score by New York. Barry Sanders grabs the miss. Pass to Mack. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And the basket by Diaz.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Brooks kicks to Williams. Back to Brooks. Here's Serafin. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And the foul called on Freak. Here's Mack. And New York looking at who they've got. Mack in at point guard. Anthony out there with Jones. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Aflalo in at the 2 guard. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Marjanovic. Spurs working the ball around now. Duncan with the bucket. Freak with it. There's the pass to Lopez. Now here's Anthony. And Mack kicks to Jones. Dishes it to Mack. Lopez a screen. 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Anthony. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. In transition, here come the Spurs. Parker leading the charge. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points for Parker. Now here's Freak, covered by Parker. Mack, the pass to Jones. Aflalo dishes to Mack. No luck. Excellent D there from Parker. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Marjanovic to the paint. Here's Ginobili. And the shot is long. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers was simply superb. He had 40 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty hot.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Now here's Parker. He's covered by Mack. And Udrih kicks to Duncan. From 12 feet out, it's rebounded by New York. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
There's the pick. And it's Udrih in the corner. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Aflalo.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Mack, the pass to Anthony. That's good. And now a 9-point New York lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Mack kicks to Aflalo. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Aflalo's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And now, your Spurs 15.
And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Freak is second.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. I mean, their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth of understanding of what to do out there, and it makes them a special group.
The feed to Jones. Afflalo outside. Here's Mack. No good on the triple.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Marjanovic. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Afflalo outside. It's Freak, top of the key. There's the dish to Jones. Afflalo kicks to Mack. New York, no good that time either.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. First in scoring. First in assists. And they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
Now here's Ginobili. Following the miss by Freak. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Tony Parker.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Jones. 10 points for him. Here's Afflalo. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Afflalo's got 8.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Parker kicks to Duncan. He feeds it to Udrih. Duncan, a screen. For 3. Here's Marjanovic, and it's good. Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Sounds good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Parker with the steal. Here's Udrih. Lopez covering. There's the triple. And it's Parker again missing. Marjanovic, and that one's good. 7 points in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Larry Sanders is checked in for New York. Brooks comes in for Aaron Afflalo. The Knicks have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And he gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 7.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Parker. An 11-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Williams, he's checked in for New York. Leonard against Williams. Up top, Mills. Jumper off the screen. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Nice shot by Brooks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Leonard. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And here is Brooks. Last game he had 10 points. The kick out to Williams. Here's the three. Good on the shot. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Now here's Mills after the miss from Derek Williams. Brooks on the double team. Mills dishes to Duncan. Green, the pass to Duncan. To stop the run. The shot no good. And New York the other way now. Anthony drives in. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Anthony. 6 points for Aaron Brooks.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. Now, here's Diaw. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Here's Mills. San Antonio again missing. The Knicks leading by 14. And again, Aaron Brooks. Brooks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Here's Leonard. Top of the key, Muhammad. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Muhammad's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Brooks kicks to Sanders. He dishes it to Mack from downtown. Rebound San Antonio.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Now here's Freak. 14 points for him. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And good on the basket. Book it. Max got 16.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Diaw, the screen. Goes up on the high post. Shoots the three. That's good. 6 points for him.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Freak. 16 points for him. The layup missed.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Muhammad sets a pick for Leonard and stolen by Freak. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Brooks. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Pass to Leonard. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Mills dishes to Green. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Brooks kicks to Mack from 20 feet out. Here's Williams. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
It's a great job getting the ball inside now. I mean, they're intentional about it. The coach really wants them to show some physical presence here in the second, and they've shown that.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Williams. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Mills passes to Leonard. Diaw, the screen. Leonard dishes to Diaw. Here's Muhammad. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for Shabazz Muhammad.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Brooks against Green. Brooks, left side. 6 to shoot. The shot no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The Knicks leading by 13. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Seraphin, and that's in. Nice feed on the play. Seraphin's got 6 points.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Here's Muhammad. Williams with the block. From outside the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we finish one half of basketball. Knicks lead by 15. And time to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
Yeah, I expect that they might. But at the same time, we're going to have an answer for that because the rest of this team just as dangerous on the offense as me.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Hey guys, we've really taken the life out of this crowd, but I still want to talk to you for a minute. You guys came to play today. What a job shutting them down with our D and running our own offense with precision. I love the focus I'm seeing. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. Let's not take our foot off the pedal no matter how big a lead we got. Let's take it to them.
Here we go, San Antonio.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Freak. He's got 16 points and a dozen assists. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
How about the activity of those hands here today?
Spurs trail by 15. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for San Antonio. Leonard is the 3 with Duncan the 4. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. New York shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Jones kicks to Aflalo. Feeds to Mack. The 3. And he gets it to go. Mack's got 19 points.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
And Parker, here we go. And it's sent back by Lopez. Ginobili against Anthony. From deep. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. And it's now 22 points for Freak. The Spurs shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Aflalo. That is good. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Rebounded by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Parker kicks to Leonard. To the inside. Duncan. It's rebounded by New York. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight. At the elbow, it's Aflalo. Rebound San Antonio. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Parker outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
It's been a good one for Parker. He's got 10 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
And he sinks the second. The Knicks leading by 16. And Mack kicks to Lopez. That's tipped. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Spurs passing it around. Duncan drawing the double team. The shot by Parker. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And it's 13 points for Parker.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Mack, the pass to Carmelo. And Anthony gets double teamed. Lets it go. New York, no good that time either. Spurs trail by 14. Leonard attacking. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. Fourth, Freak.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And you love the mindset this guy has at the defensive end. He wants to impact the game defensively, and you love that attitude.
New York leading by 14. Out to Anthony. The floater, and that one's good. Anthony's got 9.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
We've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 18. Now here's Parker. Not a lot of room. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Ginobili. Getting around 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
He misses the free throw. So he can't get either to fall.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
And that one's good. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Thunder. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs right behind them, just one spot down.
And when I look at San Antonio, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
Here's Duncan, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists tonight.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Now, Freak. He's got 24. Lopez, a screen on Leonard. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Stolen by Ginobili. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Leonard. Another one falls for San Antonio. The Knicks leading by 14. Aflalo dishes to Anthony. Lopez a screen. Now here's Freak, covered by Parker. Mack, the pass to Jones. 5 to shoot. Freak sets a screen for Anthony. It's hauled in by Ginobili. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. From downtown, here's Marjanovic, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Beno Udrih, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a switcher also for New York. Larkin's checked in.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Spurs trail by 14. Parker kicks to Udrih. It's rebounded by New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Mack, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And Udrih kicks to Parker. And he converts the layup. Parker's got 17 now.
And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of them.
Anthony drives in. Good. And the Knicks lead by 16.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Parker. He's guarded closely. Here's Marjanovic.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Manu Ginobili, and it's Green in for Parker. Larkin kicks to Jones. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
It's stolen by Anthony. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Udrih. Here's Mack. And again, it's New York.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Udrih. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Spurs making a change here. Diaw's checked in. And then for New York. The dive for the ball. New York with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Mack is in at the point. Jones is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's a follow, and it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. And that one's good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Spurs trail by 13. And Parker, here we go. Lopez with the block. They recover it. To the middle, tipped away. Leonard with the steal. Green dishes to Ginobili. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Freak with it. He's against Parker. Mack the pass to Afflalo. Anthony kicks to Jones. Pass to Mack. Just 5 to shoot. And again, New York with the triple.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Parker. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got his 5th assist in this one. The Knicks leading by 12 and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Parker outside. Kicks it to Leonard. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Green kicks to Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
No good on the second free throw.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
Well, he's feeling it. He's in the zone, and you know that feeling, Greg, being a former player. Every time he touches the rock, he's looking to put it in the basket.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Parker. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio again missing. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Ginobili. New York moving it around. There's the pick. And Mack kicks to Jones. No good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Ginobili outside. Back to Parker. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Parker's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
2 shots.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. New York leading by 12. Here's Afflalo. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Green. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Parker dishes to Leonard. Ginobili against Jones. And the wide open shot from Green. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Mack. And again, it's New York.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now, here's Parker. He's guarded by Mack. It's Parker with the drive. Free throw line jump shot. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. They push it up 4 on 3. Leonard with the steal. Here's Parker. Ginobili outside. He kicks it to Green. Lets the 3 fly. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 6 assists now in the game. The Knicks leading by 11, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Duncan, he's checked in for Green. And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Marjanovic, defended by Mack. Inside, Leonard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Parker. Passes it to Ginobili. Here's Marjanovic. They double-team Ginobili. And stolen by Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Slowing down Aflalo, no easy feat. 10 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Ginobili outside, and the foul called on Freak. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And that one's good. Parker.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got into good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
But they get it back. New York leading by 11. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And Aflalo kicks to Anthony. Lopez a screen. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anthony. For 3. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Leonard, no luck. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. The pass to Mack. And Jones has it in the corner. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
And that one's good. Parker.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
Here's Mack. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting for San Antonio. Freak. 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Mack. The Knicks making a switch here. Sanders is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Spurs trail by 17. Parker outside. Ginobili outside. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Afflalo. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Parker drives in. Excellent D there from Afflalo.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Parker. Here's Marjanovic, defended by Mack. That's good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The Knicks leading by 17. Outside Anthony. Sanders with a screen on Leonard. And Anthony gets double-teamed. Kicks it out to Jones. Off target from outside. Spurs have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Leonard, no luck. New York's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Jones against Ginobili. Anthony, the pass to Jones. Here's Sanders, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
To the paint, here's Leonard, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Dishes it to Mack. Back to Anthony. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Sanders, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for the Spurs, Larry Sanders. At the line for 2.
That one is off. That one misses. Spurs trail by 19. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Nice shot by Ginobili. And the Knicks with possession here. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Mack dishes to Jones. Anthony drawing the double team. The 11-footer. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 8 points for Larry Sanders.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He said very simply, let's open things up and let's keep them open. Let's keep gunning and get the defense on its heels. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
All right, Doris. And Afflalo kicks to Mack. Pulls it up. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Ginobili can't hit. New York leading by 19. The drive by Anthony, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Anthony's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And stolen by Freak.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Shots good by Anthony.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Parker outside. Banked in off the glass. Parker's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Mack kicks to Jones. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Parker. Now the feed to Ginobili. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 6. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 31 points for Parker.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Diaw missing his last shot. Larkin, the pass to Serafin. And he drops it in from the low post.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Diaw, the screen. Mills dishes to Udrih. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
So it's the Knicks now. Here's Larkin. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Plenty of assists for you in this win tonight. Did you see something in their defense that you were able to exploit?
I don't know if I saw anything, but my teammates certainly did. They all did a fantastic job of finding their open spots on the floor. All I had to do was get the ball to them. So they made my life easy.
Congratulations. Terrific job. Humble Kevin, even with a stellar effort.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he moved the ball around the court, making sure everyone had their hand in the offense, was superb. That's how you play the point in this league, ladies and gentlemen.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.